Unrivaled League needs Caitlin Clark, and they are preparing to offer her a massive deal. But is it all too little too late?
WNBA draft. The Indiana Fever select Caitlin Clark, University of Iowa.
Caitlin Clark has taken the women's game to new heights, but becoming the WNBA's top draft pick has brought attention to the pay disparity with the NBA.
The WNBA is in full-blown panic mode after Caitlin Clark dropped a bombshell decision that changes everything. She's officially considering a move outside the league, one that could redefine women's basketball forever. If she walks, it's a massive blow to the league's credibility and future.
He literally said, and he was like, there are some people that are not here for basketball, not here for the Fever, but are only here for Caitlin Clark. It's like
that Caitlin Clark could receive a Lionel Messi-like offer to play in Unrivaled startup 3-on-3 league, which is a full court press to sign her.
Caitlin Clark is being offered the kind of deal that makes you stop and rethink everything you thought you knew about women's basketball. A salary north of $1 million for just 8 weeks of play. And that's not all. The Unrivaled League is dangling equity, revenue sharing, and a stake in something way bigger than any paycheck.
And it is the craziest thing that there are 6 WNBA teams that have moved their games to NBA or NBA size arenas. The Mystics.
This isn't just another offer. This is Messi level territory. Just like Inter Miami handed Lionel Messi an unprecedented package, ownership perks, Apple TV revenue, the whole works, Unrivaled is building a throne and hoping Caitlin Clark says yes to the crown.
But when you're in the WNBA and you have not 1, not 2, but 3 incompetent officials all at one time,
the league only has 4 roster spots left. And word is, they've kept the most important one open for Clark. They don't just want her to join, they want her to lead. She's not a piece of the puzzle. She is the puzzle.
When she saw a team cheering, what did Aja Wilson do? Claim something was gonna pop off. But yeah, that is basically what's gonna happen there. But the fact that every single team that is not playing
of Unrivaled had this to say about Caitlin Clark. She said, "It's just so crazy because the growth that Caitlin has brought to the game, the sheer amount of money that she's making these teams, people are having to move their venues when she comes to play, and she's getting paid like $75,000 a year. She should be one of the top paid."
So why all this for one player? Well, she's not just one player. Nafisa Collier, one of the league's co-founders, said it best. When Caitlin Clark plays, teams have to move arenas. Cities fill up. Merch sells out. And the WNBA? They're paying her $76,000. That's not just disrespect, it's absurd. Especially when she's ranked number 4 on Sports Pro's 2024 list of most marketable athletes in the world. Higher than Lionel Messi. She's not just carrying her team, she's dragging an entire league into relevance.
Press conference today where she talked about how the league can narrow the gap.
Fever after as decorated a collegiate career as we have ever seen. Caitlin Clark, now a professional.
And yet, the WNBA treats her like she's just another jersey on the bench. Let's call this what it is. The WNBA needs Clark, but they act like they're doing her a favor. The very player who's filling every seat, dominating every headline, and racking up global endorsements is being underpaid and underappreciated. And what does the league give her? Token marketing, political slogans, a locker room full of players who don't even like her.
WNBA TV ratings are down more than 50% since Caitlin Clark's injury.
One creator said it out loud. The WNBA has become the most unlikable league in all of sports. And it's hard to argue with that. Between the culture wars, the virtue signaling, and the media bubble that defends it all, there's no room for someone like Clark to just play ball. The fans who buy tickets for her get ignored. The media tells them they're rooting for the wrong reasons. Meanwhile, she's the only reason anyone's watching.
Hey, she is one of our biggest goals for this league. We want her there. We think that she would be great for the league. We want to welcome her fans to the league.
Unrivaled sees that, and they're not asking Clark to conform. They're asking her to build. This isn't about adding her to the roster. It's about making her the blueprint. They want her face on the promos, her influence on the rules, her leadership in the locker room. They're offering her the chance to be what the WNBA never let her be, the main event.
And maybe she was, maybe she wasn't. Maybe they wanted to wait until after the WNBA season.
And maybe that's what's so threatening to the WNBA. Because if Clark walks, if she says yes to Unrivaled, it's not just a free agency story. It's the beginning of a collapse. What happens when the only star keeping your ratings alive walks out the door? The same star whose rookie season brought in historic attendance, sellouts in every city, and millions of new fans? You're left with jerseys no one's buying, tickets no one's claiming, headlines no one's reading. The WNBA keeps insisting it's not about one person, but deep down, they know the truth. It's always been about Caitlyn, and now she knows it too.
This is amazing to have. I was here for the draft party a few years ago, and it was nothing compared to what it is now. This is amazing.
So yeah, this isn't just a move, it's a message. A message to every league that ever undervalued its biggest star. A message to every fan who's been told they're cheering the wrong way. And maybe even a message to the WNBA itself.
I'm gonna pay Caitlin Clark more because that's the value that I see in her. And he was so unapologetic with the way that he came out and said, this is who we want, this is the value that we see in her.
Step up, or get left behind. Let's go back a second. Ice Cube offered Caitlin Clark $5 million to play in his Big 3 league. That's right, $5 million for 8 games. That's more than most WNBA players make in like 6 careers. And Caitlyn, she said no thanks. Politely, calmly, like turning down an extra breadstick at Olive Garden.
Clark could be breaking another record, this time with an endorsement deal. The Associated Press says Clark will soon be signing an 8-year, $28 million contract with Nike.
And here's the thing, that wasn't a, oh, I'm shy kind of no. That was a strategic, I know my worth and this ain't it type of no. Because Caitlin Clark isn't chasing checks. She's curating a legacy. She's got $28 million from Nike, checks rolling in from Gatorade, Buick, State Farm, and probably a sneaker deal that'll be worth more than most franchises one day. She's good. She's real good. Not just financially, positionally. She doesn't need more money. She needs leverage, ownership, control. And let's be honest, that terrifies people.
When you look at the amount of revenue that the NBA is getting, they could move some of that money to the WNBA to invest.
Because when an athlete doesn't need your money, you lose your biggest leash. And the WNBA, they're still offering her leash money. That's not gonna cut it. Caitlyn wants equity. She wants her name in the foundation, not scribbled on a press release. And Unrivaled is speaking her language. WNBA, they're still acting like this is 2005.
Look at this, Clark. Just a terrific no-look.
Now let's talk about the uncomfortable part. The part that no one in official suits wants to say out loud. If Caitlin Clark walks, the WNBA is in real trouble. Like, actual trouble.
She has the opportunity to become the most iconic WNBA player ever.
You know who's selling out arenas in every single city? You know who's making teams relocate to bigger venues because too many fans are showing up? You know who's lifting up TV ratings, jersey sales, online clicks, and social media buzz single-handedly? It's not the league, it's not the brand, it's Clark.
The marketing dollars matched the talent and met the passion and the fervor for fans.
She's the economic engine, the walking headline, the human highlight reel. Everyone else, they're passengers. And that's not disrespect. It's reality. She's the draw. But the WNBA still treats her like she's just another name on the roster sheet. Like they could just rotate her out and keep things rolling. They won't.
$76,000 is not enough for someone you are looking to be the face of the league going forward.
Because here's the truth. If she leaves, there's no plan.
Making over $10 million a year while Caitlyn isn't even making 6 figures a year.
Now here comes Unrivaled, and they're not playing.
It's hard to get the kind of virality, viewership, all the things that you want right off the bat.
We're talking an 8-week season, full court 3v3, fast-paced, star-studded, and held in sunny Miami during the WNBA's boring months. No snow, no 3-hour plane rides, just money, sunshine, and buckets. Every single player gets a 6-figure salary, plus equity in the league. Not one size fits all. If your name brings attention, your pay brings respect.
They are now seeing that the Clark effect is living up to the hype.
And Caitlin Clark, she's the entire ecosystem of attention. Nobody in the women's game even comes close. If compensation is based on social reach, marketability, and draw power, then Caitlyn's contract needs commas that scare accountants. That's why Unrivaled is where the momentum is shifting. The WNBA spent years demanding respect while ignoring economics. Unrivaled is starting with economics, and respect is coming along for the ride. That's the shift. That's the future.
Caitlyn isn't even making 6 figures a year. While it's very well known that Caitlin Clark has been the hottest name in all of sports and in all of entertainment over the past few months.
So when people say, what's next for Caitlin Clark? The better question is, what happens to women's basketball when she chooses power over politics? Because she's not desperate. She's not asking for approval. She's dangerous to the system that thought it could contain her. And this next move, it might just burn the old blueprint to the ground.
It's hard to get the kind of virality, viewership, all the things that you want right off the bat.
Let's be honest, this isn't just a league rivalry. This is a culture war in sneakers. On one side, you've got the WNBA, loaded with politics, slogans, press conferences about everything except basketball. And on the other, you've got Caitlin Clark, who appeals to the very crowd the WNBA pretends doesn't exist. We're talking middle America, families, diehard sports fans who don't care about hashtags, they just want to see buckets. And instead of embracing her, WNBA insiders act like her massive fan base is some kind of PR problem. Meanwhile, the WNBA Players Union just voted to opt out of the current CBAA, which is code for we're tired, broke, and this ship is off course. So now fans are watching Unrivaled roll up like a rescue boat. And yeah, they're ready to jump ship. Like this video and make sure to subscribe because this Caitlin Clark saga is getting intense every passing day.